is going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons!
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here at Jackson County High School, and Gary having a lot of technical difficulties here tonight. And I think Gary's microphone's one of our technical difficulties as well. Now try here. Still not getting Gary on us. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, folks. Anyway, got a punt, and York's going to get the football right at the 49-yard line. So we'll go from there. York with the first and 10, and hopefully we'll be able to get something done here in a moment. I'm not sure what our problem is, but we got a problem somewhere. As I'm not sure if we're on the air even at that, but we are on video, so hopefully that's going to get Gary. Still not, Gary's microphone's still not working. So we'll hopefully get that fixed here in a minute too. We're working out right now though. York with the football as they bring it up. It's going to be under center for the Dragons. Going to be the first handoff. Going to be dropped back for about a 2-yard loss. Good job by the guys from Jackson County, as I believe that was Miller on the rush. Caden Stover on the carry. Number 15, Caden Stover on the carry, dropped for a couple yards loss. So we'll take that it's going to be now 2nd and 13 for York. Jackson County had the ball, went 3 plays and out, and now York has dropped back to about a 2nd and 13 for the first down. And the snap and hand out this time over to Miller, left side. Miller breaks one tackle. He's out to the left side, still on his feet. Going to get the first down, pick up about 15 for the 1st and 10 for the Dragons as York on the first. And we see York now with a first down on the 40-yard line of Jackson County. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. As the handoff this time going to go right side, and the right side will be Stover, I believe, on the carry. No, make that number 25 for the Dragons. That's Zach Gibson on the carry. Gibson going to pick up about 5, so we're going to make it 2nd and 5 for York. 2nd and 5 for York as they will come back up. Got it on their Jackson County 35-yard line. Having a little bit of technical difficulty, folks. Still not sure what we've got, to tell you the truth. We've got a real mess here. Snap's going to be this time. It's going to be handoff left side. Taking it over left side, number 38 for the Dragons, going to be Ben Cooper. I'm going to say Crush a few times now because I've been doing Crush games for the last 3 weeks. And that's going to be Ben Cooper on the carry. Going to get a first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. York moving the football very well. We've got 8:04 left to go here in the first quarter in a scoreless ball game. York on their first possession. And York with Isaiah Strong at quarterback. Strong takes the snap, going to hand it off to the second man through. That's Miller. Gary breaks a tackle, breaks another, and is driven back after a couple yards gain. Pick up 2. York with Strong at quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Dragons. Got, like we said, 7:30 left to go here in the first quarter of play, and have a little bit of technical. I'm not sure what we're getting on the air and what we're not, to tell you the honest truth, but we'll see as the night goes on. York will bring it back up. Now they'll hand it off over the right side. This is going to be number 25 busting through. It's going to be all the way down to the 5-yard line on the carry. Gibson. Gibson looking tough early in this one as he's picked up a couple of yards. And a couple of carries there. He's got a good run on that one. Gibson on the carry. And we'll see here in just a moment.
Test.
There we go. Now we go back. Oh, Gary's back with me now as we dropped the thing a while ago. I think it must have shifted one of the switches on the back end. But now we're up and going. This time they're going to hand it off over the left side. And that looks like Miller, Gary, banging his way up to the 2.
Yeah, that was Miller for about 3 yards. And York, pretty impressive on the first drive, Gary. Just all runs mostly over the left side. A lot of that experience, those senior linemen on the left side there. And they're running behind them and effectively knocking off huge chunks of yardage. And here they are, that 2nd goal from the 1.
Yeah, their 2nd goal just inside the 1-yard line. So York knocking on the door at the 6:20 mark of the first quarter. York will.
We've seen great runs by Gibson and Miller both here early, knocking off big chunks of yardage.
This time they're going to take a handoff right up the middle. Don't get in. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Dragons. Ben Cooper on the carry.
No, called him short, Gary.
The one official down here gave the. Oh, I thought the official down here gave the touchdown signal.
He did, but the other one, I think, overruled him, Gary, and called him short. So
I got a premature touchdown in there, folks.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and goal, and the ball on the nose of the goal line here.
So up will come Strong. He's got Cooper in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 1-foot line. And now he drops the football. He's got to dive in. Did he get it back? He did, but it's going to be 4th down, Gary, and that's a costly mishandle there, as that's going to make it 4th and goal from the foot-yard line. No, Jackson County comes up with it. York turns it over.
Yeah, no, he come out of there and he didn't have the ball, Gary. It hit in his hands, and that was on Isaac there to, he's got to pull that ball out of there, and he didn't, and it hit the ground. He didn't ever have it. And didn't get back on it either. Jackson County gets on it. A big break for them. York on inside the 1-yard line.
The Dragons' costly turnover was knocking on the door. Thought they had it in. One official said they had it in, but the other one said no. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Blue Devils on the shadow of their goal line. As I'm not sure what number their quarterback is.
Yeah, that's number 5. That's Parkerson.
So Cole Parkerson hands it off up the middle, and that one gets through one and gets about 2 yards, gets out of the goal line. And that was a
Got
good
up
run
to
that
about
time.
the 3. That was Parkerson on the carry.
Good keeper by Parkinson, got them off that goal line, but Gary, they're still deep in their own territory.
Yeah, they are. It'll be about 2nd and 7 here from about the, 2nd and 8 from about the 3.
So the Blue Devils with Cole Parkinson at quarterback. And behind him, they've got Wid Robbins. And now the snap's shotgun. They're going to give it to Parkinson. Parkinson's going to try to bring it out, and he's going to be dropped for a loss, Gary.
Yeah, probably lost about a yard on that one, back inside the 3-yard line, Gary. So it'll be 3rd and long for Jackson County.
Good job by Aaron Talent to get in there and get that stop, Gary.
Yeah, we saw Jackson County on their first drive try to make a couple of throws. Tried to set up a wide receiver screen. That didn't work, and then tried a little out pass, and that one didn't work either. So see what they do on 3rd down this time, Gary.
Here comes Cole Parkinson back up to the line. Now he's going to back up in the shotgun. Got one man deep. They'll take snap, hand it off to the deep man. He gets through the first line. Going to be caught, breaks the tackle, but he's still on his feet, and he gets all the way up to 15. Gary, I see a rag on the field.
I do, and actually that snap went to number 6, Gary, and that would be Eli Burris. Yeah, so Parkerson was in the game, but the snap went to Burris that time.
So Wildcat formation a little bit on that one, and we'll see what the call is. Personal foul again, or holding against Jackson. Guy's going to back him up, Gary. So that's going to make it really tough for them because they're going to be go half the distance back to the goal line.
Yeah, they are, and that will mark the ball about, it's half the distance from the penalty, which was about the 7-yard line, which those are the balls touching the 3 here. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
So it's going to be 3rd and long now. And Gary, that really wasn't a lot of loss if you take it from where they had the ball at before, but and for York, it was good because they had got the first down and got quite a bit of run.
Yeah, they're just alternating, people they're snapping to here, Gary. It'll be Burris again on this one.
Burris going to throw that one out there, way overthrew that one. Had a step, but he overthrew that one by a good 5 yards.
Yeah, he kind of broke pretty late there, and really didn't have a chance to complete that good coverage by Johan West on that one.
So we'll see who comes back. It looks like number 7 going to drop back to do the punting. That is Wid Robbins. And they are going to be, they're going to bring somebody else in. I believe they're going to do the punting. Looks like going to be number 5. It's going to be Parkerson back to punt it away. He's going to be standing on his goal line, on the end of the goal line.
Yeah, for York, it'll be Jonah Durham, and I can't tell who the other one is. And
the snap, the kick is up, and it's going to be Hop. Durham's going to have to fall on it all the way back to the 47-yard line. That was a good job to get that one out there by the punter.
Yeah, and that ends up being a really nice punt now, and all the way out. York will take over at the Jackson County 46, so they have 43 on that punt.
The Dragons with a net of 33 on that one, so we'll see what they can do here. The Dragons going to have 1st and 10, and Gary, for the Dragons, that first drive was impressive. Just coughed it up right at the goal line.
Yeah, they did, Gary, and York's lining up here.
I think York's got a different quarterback now.
Barger's in the game.
Barger's in the game, so good to see Barger in, and didn't know if he was going to get a play, as that's going to be a good carry by Miller. He'll pick up a few and make it 2nd down.
Got about 3.5 on that one, Gary, so it's going to be about 2nd and 7.
Kind of surprised to see Barger in. We didn't think he would maybe be released to play in this game because he'd been suffering from that hip injury. But he's out there, and that's good news for the Dragons.
It is. He showed last year he could handle that position and effectively run the offense. So it's a big deal for York that he's on the field.
So now he will come up with a 2nd and about 7. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and banging straight ahead and the ball's out. And
actually, I think one of the it was Ben Cooper on the carry. I believe he got back on it, Gary.
Yeah, but Cooper comes back up with it. Getting a little butterfingers early.
Yeah, that's times it's been on the ground, so it York got to take care of the football here, Gary. Got to secure it.
So it's going to be third down and about 6 for the Dragons. And Barger back in at quarterback. Good to see Dalton out there, as now they'll wait on the snap. Snap. Barger going to air this one out. He overthrew that one by quite a bit. And Gary, that's one of the things about being injured, that he hasn't got a lot of playing time this preseason. Hadn't got a lot of snaps, so he's maybe a little rusty.
A little bit. That intended for Isaiah Strong, and he really hadn't broke open, Gary. That would have had to been a timing route, been on time, and was neither. So, so it'll be fourth down for York, and it'll be Johan West in the punt.
So Johan doing pretty much all the kicking for the Dragons. Gets this one off, and that one's going to hit at about the 10. Oh, that's going to die perfect right at the 6-yard line. Pretty punt.
Nice punt. Parkerson thought he was going to come up and try to take off running with that, Gary. He probably had an opportunity, but chose better of it, and York downs it on the 6-yard line.
We got 2:20 left to go here in the first quarter, and it is a scoreless ball game in this one. And now it'll be Jackson County with the ball, 2:20 to go. 2:20 left to play here in the first quarter. And we'll see what the quarterback does here with it at. We'll see who comes up to quarterback this time, as they just kind of snap it to whoever, it seems like at this point. It looks like it's going to be Robbins back here. No, it's going to be Parkerson. The low snap was able to get back and got a couple yards. And that could have been a really tough play there for him had he not been able to pick that ball up.
Yeah, that ball was on the ground. He was able to pick it up and lunge forward for about 3 yards on that, Gary, and make it 2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter in a scoreless ball game. York had the ball at the 1-foot line, but turned it over on a fumble. And now it's Jackson County with the ball. Jackson County, this is their third possession. And the snap back to Parson. He's going to throw that one out a little pass to get enough for the first down as he gets up to about the 21-yard line, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for Jackson County.
That was Burris on the pass, Gary. So Burris completed that one to Gage Clark for the first down.
And Gary, that's the first down we've seen from Jackson County.
Yeah, they have not been able to move the ball, very effectively. Did have one first down, had called back holding.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Jackson County at the 21-yard line, their own 21. Got out of the shadow of the goal line. And I'm not sure. This time's going to be Burris again on the snap. Burris gets the snap and going straight ahead. And just some hard running up to the 30-yard line. Gary Robbins on the carry. Wid Robbins with about a 9-yarder.
Yeah, just straight up the middle. Got a little bit of a hole to run through and carried a couple of defenders for a couple of yards, Gary, and 2nd short for Jackson County.
We go under the 1-minute mark in this scoreless first quarter. York had it on the goal line, but fumbled it away, and now Jackson County, this is the first really movement they've had on the ball. A lot of movement. They've had it 3 times and got 1 first down in those 3 possessions. They're going to snap. They're going to hand it off. No, it's going to be a quick pass, and that one's dropped. That one they intended for Parkerson, and he dropped it, Gary. And it looks like now at quarterback you've got number 6. Burris going to be doing the quarterbacking right at the moment.
Yeah, I think they use Parkerson maybe a couple of direct snaps, Gary, but it's Burris who's the quarterback. Made all the throws so far.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 1 for the Jackson County Blue Devils. Burris in the backfield tries the hard count, gets the snap, hands it off, and that one's going to be stopped. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to go out to the right side. He's got some running room, and he's going to take it all the way up to about the 49-yard line. And that was a good carry that time by Burris. Gary, he faked me out with that one.
Yeah, he faked the handoff and just rolled that out around the right end, Gary, and had all kinds of running room. And actually it was Wyatt Hawks who come up to force him out of bounds, but, at the 48.5-yard line. So you know, he had about a 20-yard run right there.
And then Burris did that NFL step out of bounds. He didn't want that contact on that one. He stepped out of bounds to avoid the contact. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 just inside their own territory. Snap back to Burris. Burris going to take the little pass out and it drops it off to number 5, and that's Parkerson. And Parkerson going to get about 10 more, Gary.
Yeah, good run by Parkerson there. Split a couple of defenders and took 3 or 4 to get him down. And you know, Jackson County moving here. You know, it'll be. I don't think we'll have another play in this quarter, Jerry.
Yeah, it looks like this quarter's about to come to an end. So we're at the end of 1, and it is a scoreless ball game. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Lefty's going to keep it. It's going to be, he gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the 2018 football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
And back here at Jackson County High School, Gary, quarter number 1, York looked good on that first drive, but then dropped at the goal line. And then next thing you know, Jackson County now is moving the football.
That's hard. On a drive, and you know they got it, and they're in York territory on about the 41-yard line, and moving it down the field. York got to stop them here.
Jackson County with 3 first downs in that first quarter, Gary, all of them in that last drive.
Yeah, you know, they did not move the ball effectively at all. So
here we go. Now as Burris back at quarterback. Burris going to take the snap. He's going to throw it out quickly. Number 5, and he lets that. And number 5, Gary, I think that one just go through his hands. Is that going to be a backward pass?
Nobody called that incomplete, Gary. I believe that was a backward lateral plan. And they actually that was an incomplete pass.
Backed up.
Yeah, that would have been all the way back to the 41-yard line of Jackson County, so that'd been a huge loss. But instead, late call, but incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down 10, and it was close.
Second and 10.
It looked like it was a forward pass from here.
That's what I thought too. They went right through the hands of the receiver. He just let it go. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Snap, they'll hand it right up the middle, but he'll bang ahead to the 40. That is Robbins on the carry, Gary, and Whit Robbins just kind of fell forward and got a yard.
Yeah, that was a good job by Edward Stockton. He got in there and took on 2 blockers and sort of stood up the hole and allowed number 54, which would be Aaron Talent, to come in and make the tackle.
So now it's going to be a 3rd down and about 9, as I think one of the Dragons got to do a little adjusting on the jersey. That is Toman. Toman's got to have his jersey fixed.
Yeah, the uniform was over his shoulder pad, and I guess that must be a point of emphasis this year for
must be there.
They're going to stop the game, make him put his uniform back
There's
over.
several new rules this year, Will, that they've come out with. And now back quickly. They're going to throw this one out quick to number 14. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet, down the sideline, and he's going to get all the way to 24 yards. There by number 14, and that was some good rack yards for him, Gary. Jacob Calvin, he got a lot after being hit twice.
Yeah, he was tackled a couple of times and slipped out of him. The last one by Thaddeus Stallman, and then it was White Hawks who come up and made the tackle.
So that's going to make it down 1st and 10 for Jackson County to your 3-yard line. They're trying to get some rhythm now. Burris gets the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle of the big guy, and he met right there and dropped. Good job by the Dragons on that one.
Aaron Talent come in, filled the hole, Gary, and then you got some help to make the tackle, but a good job by Talent.
So that's going to make it a 2nd down and 10 for Jackson County. 10:21 left to go in the first half. We're still scoreless in this one, folks. York was able to knock on the door, but unfortunately wasn't able to kick the door in.
No, they wouldn't have a couple shots and ended up Miss Talent stamping a fumble, and Jackson County recovered it, Gary.
So now Jackson County will have it 2nd and 10. Burris back in the shotgun. Got Robbins to his left. He's going to roll to his left. Look at how Big Rush will dump off the little screen, and that is going to be bottled up at the 20. Good job, Gary, but that time the Dragons had a shot to pick that one off because that little pass was just kind of dumped off, and a couple of Dragons right around it.
Yeah, we're starting to see York's making some adjustments, Gary, and they're taking away. They don't have speed on the outside, so they're running these little inside routes, trying to get their ball to their backs and, the fast receivers they have in space. And, again, tried to make that play, but York was right there, and now, it's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, York did that screen to a T on that one. As now it's going to be back in the shotgun. Goes Burris. Burris going to roll to the right side. He's looking, got a man out there. Goes down and caught right at the 9-yard line and dropped. As that was number 14 on the reception.
That's Jacob Calvin on the catch there, and 1st down.
Tolman came up and hit him after he caught him, but Tolman gave just a little too much cushion.
Yeah, let him get loose, and that's what you didn't want to do. I think that play is really meant to go a different direction, Gary, and York had it covered, but didn't cover the outside man that time.
So now it's 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. And also there's going to be a penalty on the end of it, Gary, so add insult to injury on that one.
Face mask, so that'll make half the distance, and it'll be 1st and goal from about inside the 5-yard line. Should be, Gary.
So about 4.5 now with 9:02 left to go. The Blue Devils are knocking on the door. York got down to the 1-foot line, couldn't get it in. They fumbled it away. And now back in the shotgun this time goes number 5, Parkinson. And a pitch to Parkinson. Parkinson missed the tackle. He's going to get in for a touchdown, Blue Devils.
Zach Gibson had him for about a 5-yard loss in the backfield, Gary, and couldn't make the tackle. And
yeah.
Once he couldn't make the tackle, he had clear range left end and was able to get in before they got him down.
Blue Devils take the lead with 46 left to go here in the first half. And they're going to go for 2, it looks like. So we'll see what the Blue Devils do here. They're going to go for 2. And they're evidently one of the backs going to have to come out of the game,
That's
Gary.
Parkerson had blood on his arm, so they're having to tend to him.
So he'll have to come out, and that'll bring in, looks like number 4 going to come in the game. That is Anderson, Brady Anderson coming in. Jackson County on top now, 6-0. 8:46 left to go here in quarter number 2. Heading toward halftime.
They probably had a play. Now they've had to change that play. Court.
And it looks like it's going to be Burris back to take the snap. He's got number 7, Robbins, beside him to the right side. Got 2 split out to the left, 1 to the right. Now the snap gets away from him, and he's going to fall on it, and that's going to be no points after. So we have got, at 8:46, Jackson County's taking the lead. Back in 30 seconds.
Philip Hall, owner of Hall Family Pharmacy in Jamestown and Clark Range, invites you to the new Hall's Sports and Outdoors, now open in downtown Jamestown. Hall's Sports and Outdoors carries top quality sporting equipment and accessories from top names like Costa, Timberland, and more.
Stop in at the new Hall Sports and Outdoors for everything you need for the woods and field. Jamestown has a new sporting goods store, Hall Sports and Outdoors, at the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue across from the historic courthouse in Jamestown.
And back here where you're getting ready to get the ball, Gary, we're going to see how the Dragons react to being behind early in this one.
Yeah, you know, had a chance to get in and have played great defense, but that drive just kind of got away from them, Gary. You know, Jackson County able to create some space, some runs, quickly move it down the field, complete a couple of big third down passes, and finally, you know, got in on a 6-yard run for a touchdown.
So now it's going to be, will be number 5, Parkerson. Parkerson kicks it short. That's going to be taken by the old man. He'll get back up to the 39-yard line. Brought down.
That's Eli Kirby, a freshman, handling that. It was able to pick it back up. Got about 9 yards on the return. York in good position.
But they've had good field position all night tonight. They've had it
just
couple of times.
They just need to settle down here, Gary. Run the offense. You know, they showed they can get big chunks of yards. Just you know, got to run the offense. Do what you do best, which is getting this running downhill behind the offense line, move the ball methodically, and you know, if they'll just run the offense, they'll be in good shape.
And let's see. I think, is that Strong back in at quarterback? I couldn't see the number, but I don't think it's.
It's Barger.
Barger's back in. Now we're going to have a timeout called by Jackson County. Timeout on the field. 8:38 left to go here in the first half. The Jackson County Blue Devils lead it by a score of 6-0. Back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
Where the Blue Devils, Gary, got this after the lead right now. They got the touchdown. They missed the 2-point conversion, though. So York got a chance if they can march it down here, they can take the lead right back.
Yeah, they lined up in a way Jackson County didn't like, Gary. So, you know, Jackson County burnt their first time out here, and York going to line up or in this first down play again.
It will be York coming up, Barger in at quarterback. And they've got Barger under center. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off left side this time, and with the ball up to about the 45-yard line is going to be Miller. Miller on the carry.
Yeah, good strong run over the left side there, you know, and it, you know, got about 6 on that one. So good run by Thomas Miller on first down.
So that's going to bring up a second and about 5 for the Dragons as they are at their own 45-yard line. Barger under center. This time Barger going to roll to his left. He's going to toss it out to Gibson. Gibson's got some running room. It's going to be drugged down right about the first down marker. I think he got just past it.
Actually, it's going to be close, Gary, and they're marking that right on it, and they're calling first down.
So I thought they looked from my angle like a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons, just barely in their own territory. We got 7:51 left to go in the first quarter, or first half, I should say, and it's a 6-0 Jackson County lead. As it's going to be timeout called And I'm not sure what they call stop the play for, Gary.
I'm not sure either. The referee's coming out towards us here at the press box, and he's actually calling in one of the side officials, I think, and the coach from Jackson County.
So, okay, they're going to give them a water break. That comes at a very opportune time. I'm not sure on that one, but it's the first time I've seen that. But we got a break in the action, Gary. We'll just keep it here this time. I want to thank our sponsors for our live broadcast of the ball game. Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy and Sports and Outdoors, First Volunteer, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Fentress Farmers Co-op, McDonald's of Jamestown, Medithrift Pharmacy, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes, and Pizza Hut. Our sponsors for that. For this game.
York lining up for the third time here, trying to run this first down play, Gary. So we'll see what happens here this time. I think we might get it all finally, but York picked up first down on a couple of plays. Got a little bit of a drive going. So
and I got to kind of agree with the York coaching staff over here, Gary. They looked a little out of shape, and a little confused there, and a problem with the clock. So the clock's the problem. Okay. Clock problem, and now York will come up. Barger under center. Barger got a man in motion. He's going to give it off over the left side. That's going to get up to about the 45 of Jackson County.
I believe that might have been
Miller on the carry.
So nice run by Miller, knocking off 5 at a time, Gary. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for York, but good run. They're running over the left side now. We saw a lot of that on that first drive when they got down to the goal line. So running over the big guys on the left side here, and York opening some holes.
We got under 7.5 minutes left to go here in the quarter, in the second quarter, and York with the football. They're going to roll out now. They're going to take it and hand it off up the middle, straight ahead, banging ahead to about, it looks like another first down just over the 40.
Yeah,
I believe that was Cooper on.
Yeah, it's Ben Cooper on the carry. Good run by Ben. He didn't have a hold of that ball, though, Gary. He was bobbling it and had to get a grip on it, but finally did and was able to carry it inside the 40-yard line.
And Big Ben with his the first down now makes it a 1st and 10 as we go under 7 minutes. York with the ball, moving it. They will have Barger under center. Barger waiting to get the snap. Got a man in motion in Gibson. Going to hand it off up the left side to Miller. Miller's going to break to the outside. Miller's in a foot race. He's heading down the sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons.
Nice run, nice play. Miller got a block and come off the tackle there and have one guy to beat him to the corner, and then one of the safeties come over to try to make the tackle, Gary, and just could not get him down.
Okay, that was Stover on the carry, and that's the freshman on the carry. So that's a big Miller.
That was Miller.
Miller, okay.
It was Miller, yeah. It was
Stover is going to be doing the kicking.
Yeah.
So Caden Stover will be kicking the extra point. And he will get this one up, and it's blocked. So we have got a 6-6 tie with 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. So we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
I still dream about.
Back here where you're getting ready to kick the ball off, Gary, and both teams, the difference in neither can score the extra point.
Yeah, I mean, the snap was good. The Holt got down. It just looked like a Stover slow getting there, Gary, timing off a little bit. He's not the regular place kicker, so, and with his delay, it allowed Jackson County to crash through and block that extra point.
And now Talon going to kick that one away all the way down to the 20. At Jackson County with the ball, they'll run into a herd, and now gets through, and he's going to be dropped down at the 36-yard line. As that's a good return by Jackson County. Gage Clark on the carry.
Yeah, got the return out of that, and so they're going to start at the 36-yard line. York kind of tried to tighten some things up defensively. Let's see how they come out this time, Gary.
We'll see what York can do now if they can stop the Blue Devils. We're 6-all tie with just under 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. I was told the other day to make sure to give the score more. As hopefully it's being videoed for showing, of course, on the cable. In the first half, we've been some technical difficulties, not on the radio, so the folks that want to see that, they handed off. Going to be about a yard carry for Jackson County, Gary.
Yeah, maybe a yard and a half on that one, Gary. So it'll be second and long, and York doing a good job logging up the line there.
And that was Robbins on the carry. Kind of dark in here. We're going to have to can't see our roster. We've looked for a light switch, but I don't think they have one. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now for Jackson County. And now they're going to take the snap. They'll hand it off and actually the keeper on that one, Gary, I think he got a couple of yards.
Yeah, he kept that or come around the right end, got a yard or two, and that was about it.
Parkerson with the carry makes it now a 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, just outside the 40-yard line, and Jackson County's been good on 3rd down, and they've been good on 3rd down throwing the ball, Gary.
So we'll see now what Burris does. He takes snap, he rolls to his right. He's going to throw out. He's got a man out there, and he's going to get it right at about the 48 of York. And, Gary, that time Barger gave him just a little too much cushion.
Yeah, and playing off the receiver a little bit, and, they're not real speedy out there. They're small, but they're not overly fast. But he just worked in the space, got open, and the quarterback into a spot, and they're hitting it. So.
Also, Gary, he's not bulleted in there either. He's kind of a lob pass. He's throwing there. York needs to time one of those, take it the other direction.
Yeah, he's softballing it in. So
now it's going to be back in the shotgun goes Burris. He's going to pitch it over, and that one's going to be wrestled down right at the 45-yard line. What a play by the Dragons on that one.
Yeah, that was number 25. Was that Gibson he busted through, and he read that perfectly, Gary. Met him for about a 5-yard loss.
So that's going to be a 2nd and now and 15. Good job, Bob.
Actually, they only gave him about 3 on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 13.
No, it's going to be 2nd and about 17. They actually gave him back 7 on that.
Yeah, they did. You're right.
He's going to have to go all
their own way. So, yeah, it'll be 2nd and 17.
He's going to have to get the back here to get that first down on this one. 2nd long for Jackson County.
Right here, it's an opportunity for York to jump one of those routes, Gary.
Now we got a flag on this one before it even starts. There's a quick one up to number 14. He's going to bring it down right about the 49-yard line, but there is a flag on the play way across the side. I think we got a legal shift on that one by Jackson County.
They may have been, or it's defensive offsides one. I'm not sure. We'll get the call here.
See what the official says, but they get up to the 48-yard line on that one. And still waiting on the call.
Going backwards. So this is going to be on Jackson County.
Legal shift, that's what I thought. I thought it was legal shift. They took off. They had 2 guys in motion. So
they had 2 guys moving at the same time. So backs them up 5 yards off of about a 10-yard gain there. So it'll be 2nd and 22 from the 41, Gary.
So a long 2nd down now for the Blue Devils. And the Dragons got a great opportunity here. As Burris drops back, Burris going to drop one out there. Got a man out there, makes the catch, goes out of bounds. at the 32-yard line. And Gary, that time just outrunning the play was number 5, Cole Parkerson. He got past the Dragons' Johan West, and he just dropped it in perfect to him.
Yeah, he did. You know, they turned that up the field and threw a deeper ball that time, and Parkerson able to outrun West to it. So it'll be timeout York.
Timeout called by the Dragons. So with timeout on the field, we'll take a 30-second break with the score tied at 6-6, 3:30 to play in the first half.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck. En route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joey Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowsmith Pharmacy is founded
We've
on.
got 3.5
Come out and
minutes
support
left to
our
go here
York
in the
football
first half.
team.
Gary and Jackson Kelly, a nice play. They got the first down, and now they're in business again.
Yeah, they're on the York 33-yard line, and York looking to make a couple plays here. Get out of this, Gary.
So up now will come Jackson County. Back in the shotgun goes Burris. Burris is going to hand it off up the middle to the big guy, number 7, banging straight ahead is Robbins, and Robbins going to get some good yardage.
Yeah, move that down to about the 28-yard line, so that's 2nd and 5, and York, it'll be Johan West and Ben Cooper combining to make that tackle. Not before he gets 4 yards, looks like.
So 3 minutes exactly left to go here in quarter number 2, headed toward halftime, and it's a 6-all tie. But the Blue Devils moving the football. As now the snap back, they're going to hand, there's going to be a quick out, knocked away, good play by the Dragons, and almost intercepted there.
Yeah, it was. That ball deflected by number 30, White Hawks, and Aaron Talent almost picked it off before it hit the ground, Gary, but it did fall incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Dragons. Gary, since we didn't see a PAT kicker, I'm sure they are not going to try a field goal from this distance, so it's 4-down territory for the Blue Devils.
It is. York got to come up with a couple of stops right here, Gary.
Back goes Burris in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, goes the big guy, and he'll rumble all the way to the 18-yard line. That is number 7, Robbins, on the carry.
Yeah, Wade Robbins had a couple of big runs, and a huge one there, move it down to the 19-yard line.
And the Blue Devils in the red zone now at the 19. 2:35 left to go here in the quarter. York having some problems getting the stop. And it's going to be back in the shotgun goes Burris. He's got Robbins back deep, takes the snap, hands it off to Robbins right up the middle. Robbins got a hole, runs over one, runs over another, and bangs all the way down to the 9-yard line, Gary, and he's very close to a first down.
Yeah, he's getting through the line. Linebackers are missing tackles, Gary. Ben Cooper missed a tackle on that play and allowed him to get about an extra 5 or 6 yards there and move it down 1st and goal, or 2nd and 1 inside the 10.
And they're going to go quick snap. They're going to go a little pass. That one's going to be incomplete. And there comes the flag in late.
That's a bad call,
yeah.
Gary. It was a contact play, and the ball was coming, and he did make contact simultaneously with the ball. They're going to call him for pass interference here.
So White Hawks gets the pass interference, and that's going to bring it 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. Gary, back at the Blue Devils moving the football once again. They're back knocking at the door.
Yeah, we see that quick pass again, Gary. They're not running routes. They're just taking 3 steps and they're throwing the ball. And that time, that one should have been incomplete. Instead, they got the pass interference call.
And now the snap back to the quarterback. It's going to be dropped, and he's going to pick it up and make a move, but he gets the drop for about a yard or two loss, Gary.
That was Parkerson
Yeah.
on the carry there on the direct snap, and a couple of yard loss. So it'll be on about the 7-yard line. Looks like 6-yard line. So it'll be second goal from the 6.
You have to wonder how long Jackson is going to stay with that. That has not been effective at all tonight.
York's kind of got that one figured out, Gary. York's got the running game figured out. They've got 17 carries for 47 yards. So York's doing a good job there.
And now they're going to direct snap back to number 5 again. That's Parkerson. Gets up to about the 3-yard line. As we head down to the minute mark, Jackson County love to punch this in with no time left on the clock.
Yeah, they would. Sitting right at the 3-yard line, and once again, 2 down territory here.
So we'll see what we can do here as we got a minute exactly left to go with this one in the first half. Don't forget, coming up Monday, we'll have the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show. That gets underway at 5:30 on Monday nights. Be sure to join us for that. But right now, the Dragons, Gary, are in a fight. They had it down at the 1-foot line, fumble the ball, which would have been a big score for them as they got pushed in. Now we're going to have a timeout called by Jackson County. Blue Devils going to take a timeout with 37 seconds to play. So here in the first half, we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh-cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
Back here where we're getting ready for Jackson County with 37 seconds, Gary. I was kind of surprised Jackson County let that time run the clock in case they had to run another play. Of course, they do have one more timeout.
They've got a timeout, Gary, and this is 2 down territory, and they're going to try to take all the time they can here and not give York a chance to do anything. So, they're going to either score or try to run the half out right here.
So here we go. 37.7 seconds to go in the first half. At 6-6 ball game. And back goes number 5. He's going to hand it off this time. That goes straight ahead. That's going to be about a yard maybe. It's going to be 4th and 2 with 30 seconds to play here in the quarter.
Yeah, they gave it to Robinson over the right side, over the right guard, and he got about a yard. So it'll be 4th and 2. Good job by York to clog the hole up there, and really, not much of a gain on that one, really, Gary. So it's maybe a half yard. So it'll be, 2.5 yards for the score here, and they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, they're going to wait and call timeout with 2.6 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 6-all tie. We got one more play before the half.
Kids are headed back to school, and your internet needs to be able to keep up with everything this year has to offer. Twin Lakes Gigabit Internet is fast, reliable, and ready to handle the busy school year. With several packages to choose from, we'll help you find the perfect speed for your busy family. Call or stop by one of our 7 local offices to see what Twin Lakes can do for you today. Some restrictions apply. Gig speeds not available in all areas.
So 2.6 seconds go, Gary. Jackson County, of course, this is 4th down. It's either do or die for them on this play, but York just really needs to get a stop here and keep this game tied going into halftime.
Yeah, they do. Big play here, and, York gets the ball to start the second half, Gary, but still, you don't want to start that behind. You want to make a play right here and get out of this half, all even at 6.
So here come the Blue Devils. It's going to be, looks like, back in the quarterback position, back in the shotgun. And now number 14 comes running in late as he will get out there. And in the shotgun is number 5. They'll take it, and they're going to keep it himself. He dropped the football. York's got him down. He does not get in. He doesn't get in, so we're going to go to the half. It's going to be all tied at 6 apiece as York stops him on the 1-yard line, and it's going to be a 6-6 ball game at the half. Back in 2 minutes.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
Hi folks, Bruce Babb, Old Ben Franklin Ford in Walburg, Tennessee. Summer heat got you down? Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD and let us get you a sizzling hot deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle. We have a great selection of new inventory, including the all-new 2020 Ford Explorer. We have discounts up to $10,000 on all in-stock vehicles, and don't forget our zero down $199 a month Ford Fiesta. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles with 5 trucks under $10,000. Whatever you're looking for, come and see us or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. If we don't have it, we'll find it for you. We have faithfully been serving East Tennessee for 3.5 years, and our customer satisfaction is in the top 2%. Let us show you why. Remember folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country. Give us a call or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. Come and see us today, 1-877-NEW-FORD.
Back here at halftime of this one, Gary, and take a look at some halftime stats brought to you. I should say, first of all, our halftime stats being brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford, and our Old Ben Franklin Ford Fords are cheaper over in the country, folks. Gary, take a look at the first half stats.
Yeah, you know, the big stat score 6-6, Gary, and all the stats that York would win, they're losing right now, except for the rushing game. York with 16 carries, 116 yards in the first half. O of 1 passing, 17 plays, 116 yards, 6 first downs. Jackson County, 21 carries, 61 yards. 12 of 7 through the air for 92 yards and 9 first downs. They ran 33 plays for 153 yards, Gary, in the first half. They're winning time of possession, 15-40 for them to 8-20 for York. That's something York always wins. And, of course, you know, they're 5 of 8 on third down, too, which is another big stat in the game, which has allowed them to keep the ball. Individually for York, Thomas Miller, 7 carries, 75 yards, including the 40-yard touchdown run. Zach Gibson, 3 for 30. Ben Cooper, 4 for 14. Isaiah Strong, 1 time, no gain. Dalton Barger, 0 of 1 in the air. And for Jackson County, Wid Robbins, 11 carries, 41 yards. Cole Parkerson, 8 carries, 15 yards, and a touchdown run. Eli Burris, 2 carries for 19 yards. Burris is 7 of 12 through the air for 92 yards. And Jacob Calvin's caught 3 of those for 40. Cole Parkerson's caught 3 for 40. Gage Clark's caught 1 for 12. For York, they're being led in tackles by White Hawks, who has 7 tackles in the first half. Zach Gibson with 6. Ben Cooper with 6 as well. So that's your top tacklers for York. Big thing score, 6-6.
Hi folks, Bruce Babb, Old Ben Franklin Ford in Walburg, Tennessee. Summer heat got you down? Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD and let us get you a sizzling hot deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle. We have a great selection of new inventory, including the all-new 2020 Ford Explorer. We have discounts up to $10,000 on all in-stock vehicles, and don't forget our zero down $199 a month Ford Fiesta. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles with 5 trucks under $10,000. Whatever you're looking for, come and see us or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. If we don't have it, we'll find it for you. We have faithfully been serving East Tennessee for 3.5 years, and our customer satisfaction is in the top 2%. Let us show you why. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country. Give us a call or visit us online at obenfranklinford.com. Come and see us today, 1877 New Ford.
They had in that first half.
Yeah, you know, the big stat of the game, you know, is York on the field defensively for a long time, 15 minutes and 40 seconds in that first half, and probably more trouble. It's troubling. Jackson County 7-12 passing for 92 yards. They've been able to control ball and time of possession, run double the number of plays that York did in the first half. So York needs to get this kickoff and get on a drive, get on a big long drive. One of those, you know, York team of last year would wear you down in the third quarter and then finish you in the fourth, and that's what this one's going to have to do tonight.
Well, since 04, York is 5-0 against Jackson County. They haven't lost to Jackson County. You know, they used to be in the same region at one time, but not in the same region anymore, and not in the same division as far as that goes. But York, they last played them in 2008, so York has got a record, a good record against Jackson County. But Gary, they've got to hang on the football, and they've got to stop the pass plays of Jackson County. Jackson County's been able to throw the ball pretty much at will.
Yeah, they have, you know, and they're not running routes, Gary. The only play they really complete on a route was the go route down the sideline here for about a 40-yard gain. Other than that, you know, they have not run a route. Just 3 steps, turn around, and they're getting the ball.
So it will be kicked off, and it's taken by the up man of the 30 and coming back up over the 40, all the way to the 42-yard line. And I believe
that was Jordan Allen on the return. So good return out of Jordan Allen there.
And that's what you got to do, Gary. You got to come up and get that ball in the air. That's what Allen did. He caught it on the run, and he got some good yardage. And now the Dragons, for the most part, have had great field position all night.
They haven't been backed up yet, Gary, and you know, they're starting this one on the 43-yard line. So let's see what they do here. You know, running over that left side was effective. Let's see how they do keep doing that.
1st and 10 for the Dragons. They got a man in motion. They're going to get to Miller left side. Miller going to go over that left side, pick up about 3.
Good run on 1st down there, just over the right side. You know, Jackson County's creeping up in the box there. You know, we've heard the York coaches, maybe you heard them saying that, but they've got 9, 10 inside the box. So they're creeping up, trying to stop the run, see if York's got a pass play here.
Yeah, we haven't seen York throw the ball all night.
We haven't.
As we see now, Strong going to be split out wide to the left, and I believe Barger back under center. Barger, good to see him back in his first game of the season. Barger going to roll out. This time a little quick out to Miller on the right side. Miller's got over midfield, cuts back inside, and still on his feet. Gets all the way up to the 42 of Jackson County, and that was some nifty moves there by Miller.
Yeah, you know, that was just meant to be a little short pass, try to get him in some space here in the right flat, Gary, and he made one guy miss, cut it back the other to the inside, made a couple other miss, and they rolled him forward a couple of yards. So they're in business on the Jackson County 42.
And Eli Smith on the stop. So now York with 1st and 10 inside Jackson County territory. Barger will bring his unit up, got a man in motion, takes it now. He's going to keep it, take it inside to Cooper, and Cooper just going to bang straight ahead all the way to 28. And Gary, that's when Big Ben just runs over some people.
Yeah, you know, he had some blocking out front too, Gary, and that was led by number 64, Homer York, out there leading the charge, and ran all the way down the field with him on that 14-yard gain.
And a good time for Big Ben on that one as he comes up with the 1st and 10. York on the move now at the 28-yard line of Jackson County. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Got a man in motion. They're going to head out to Gibson. Gibson cuts back inside, and Zach going to get up to about the 22-yard line. Good hard running by Gibson.
6 on that one, Gary, you know, in a good play. They're just running out of that wing tee and brought him around off the left flank and around the right side. And 6 yards on 1st down, that's good. That gets you in 2nd short yardage.
So now Barger will bring in the play for York with 1 pass play, 1 completion on the night anyway. We see him throw it twice, but we got 1 completion on the night. As he breaks Strong out wide to the right. Barger hands it off up the middle. Big Ben again up to the 17-yard line. Now Big Ben just putting his head down and run over some people.
Yeah, he is. Another good run. First down, Dragons. So it'll be 1st and 10 from right at about the 17-yard line, Gary.
And Big Ben time as he comes up, clocking his way up close to another first down.
Yeah, Ben with 6 carries, 33 yards on the night.
And it is going to be a first down, so it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. He got just enough for the first down.
Yeah, he got a first down, so it's 1st and 10 from the 17.
This time they're going to hand it off up to Miller inside. Miller cuts back to the inside. He's going to the house for a touchdown, Dragons.
Nice run by Thomas Miller. Got that ball and it ran left that time, Gary, and cut it off the tackle and back inside and had clear sailing to the end zone. So nice run by Thomas Miller, his second touchdown of the night.
So Miller scores his second touchdown. The Dragons take their first lead of the ball game. They lead it to 12-6. And Gary, we may see York go for 2 here as they did not do well. Stover had a tough one on that first one, so they are going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, Johan West would be the regular kicker, but not kicking tonight because of injury. So, they are going to play for 2 here.
And Barger going to throw in his own, just missed the intended receiver, so that's going to keep it right where it's at. But York, now with 9:29 to go here in the third, take their first lead. They lead 12-6. Lefty's going to keep it. It's going to be, he gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the 2018 football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
So Crownover was the intended receiver on that one, Gary. A little too far for him. We couldn't find a 31 on there. I'm assuming I probably typed that one wrong. I got the thing late, and I was typing it up yesterday, and my typing skills leave a lot to be desired.
But yeah, Crownover kindly broke free just over his head, Gary, and he couldn't complete it, so it'll stay 12-6 here, York, and a great drive to start the second half from the Dragons.
And now it's going to be Talent to kick it away, I believe. Is that right? Aaron Talent going to kick it away. He's going to line drive this one. It's going to take a bounce at the 20 and right to the 17, picked up by the back man. He'll bring it up, go straight ahead, and he's going to be dropped right at the 29-yard line. And Gary, quite frankly, if he'd have bounced the outside, he had a lot of room on the outside, but he just took it right up the middle.
He did. He ran it up the middle, and that's probably the way he's coached. But, yeah, there was some room if you could get that bounced outside. And but good job by York to shut that down in the middle and make that tackle 29-yard line.
9:22 left to go here in quarter number 3. York has taken the lead now 12-6. And Jackson County with the football. Is that Burris back in at quarterback now? I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Burris, when he comes in the long distance, he's the guy they go to. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to roll out. Now he's going to chuck one out there. He's got a man out there caught. Brought down at the 32-yard line there by number 82. That is Justin Davis on the catch. And Gary, York had a defender there. He just couldn't get a paw on it.
Yeah, Wyatt Hawks was there, Gary, and actually was turning, stumbling, trying to make the play. That ball hung in the air for a long time. And he kindly stumbled out of the play and allowed the receiver from Jackson County to make the catch. A big gain by almost right at 35, 37, 38 yards on that one.
So Jackson County now moving the football. They're in York territory at the 32-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. York on top 12-6. Burris quick out this time over to the right side, and York's got a defender out. Great open field tackle out there, Gary.
Barger on the play. Nice job by him. He stopped the run and held up the contain, made the tackle. Good job out there in the open field by Dalton Barger.
Barger knocks him down. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Blue Devils, and that time Gary York read that one all the way.
Yeah, they did. A good play by Barker out there, and we see some things kind of coming together for York here. Taking a half, wear some of the rust off maybe, but looking a lot better in the second half.
And the snap back now, it's going to be Burris quick out this time, and that one's going to be hit and drop there. Good job at the 32-yard line. Coming up was Caden Stover, the freshman, coming up making the play.
Yeah, he was there, and once again, they've been getting a lot of yards after the catch, Gary, and York's making them stop, try to change direction, then they're sure enough making the tackle. Nice job by Stover.
Third now and about a little over 7 for the first down here with 7:47 to go in the third. York on top 12-6. Back in the shotgun goes Burris. Burris waits on the snap, gets it now, big rush by York. Now Burris going to step up. He's going to dump that one off and throws it short, and he tried to Tim Tebow that one, Gary, and kind of Tim Conway did instead.
Well, the big deal there is he didn't see Aaron Talent, and Aaron Talent came into the picture and put the hit on him, and he did have enough time to see it coming, so he is just trying to get rid of the ball there, Gary, and short-armed it to his receiver who was wide open.
Here's a big play for York, Gary. It's fourth down here. They can stop them here. York get the ball back. York's got a little bit of momentum at the moment.
Yeah, this is a momentum play here, and, York gets stopped here. That clearly puts all the momentum on their side.
Back in the shotgun this time goes Burris. Burris takes the snap. He drops, looking, throws it. Got a man out there called by number 84. He's going to take it all the way down to the it's still the 10-yard line. Now we got a flag laid. He gets down to the 6-yard line. And, Gary, I'm not sure what the flag was, but now we got another one as we got a scramble going here as some of the players getting a little bit frustrated out there.
Yeah, 3 flags on the field right now, 1 on the play and 2 after the play. So the referees will get together and sort this one out, but there's definitely some dead ball fouls coming, and whatever the first flag, whatever caused it.
Yeah, we'll see what the call goes. That was a good-looking throw, though, from Burris as Burris hit him in stride. Got more flags in a Memorial Day parade right now as they got them out there everywhere. And we'll see what the call's going to be.
Yeah, they're going to talk it. They're still talking it over out there. They're surrounded by flags on every side, Gary, and there's multiple penalties coming up here, so we'll just have to see what they are.
I think they're going to – actually, there's 3 flags on the field, but I'm not sure what the penalties are going to be.
Well, one happened during the play, the one out near the 10-yard line. Then there's 2 that happened after the play for pushing, shoving, both of them around the 5-6 yard line.
So we'll just have to wait and see how they sort it out. And I don't know if they're going to eject anybody or not. As a little extracurricular activity at the end. I think it was Durham for York was in the middle of that one. We'll see what the call is, though.
Yeah, the referee's making notes. That's generally not a good thing when you're making notes. So
yeah, they're not ordering dinner, that's for sure.
Yeah, unlike if they replay in the NFL, if he makes notes, mean they got it wrong. But this means they've got something they're interested in.
So we'll see what the call is. As
Durham's coming off the field, Gary, so I'm not.
Yeah, he may be. I'm not sure. They may have ejected Durham. I'm not sure. But he was the one from York was in that scrum down there.
Still no sign from the officials yet. Here we go.
Here we go. See what he calls here. We got a personal foul. Face mask against York. That was the original call. And then unsportsmanlike by both teams. Those will offset, but that face mask penalty, Gary, will get half the distance to the goal. And it's first and goal now for the Blue Devils at about the 3-yard line. They'll give it up to number 7. He'll bang straight ahead. He's not going to get in on the first one. He's going to be down about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and once again, that was the
Robbins
back at the back. Parkerson taking that direct snap, handing that off, but couldn't get in on that one, Gary.
And I'm not sure, Gary, what I don't think they ejected any of the players, but we did see Durham go off the field. So, and maybe they just letting him cool down a bit. As it's going to be back in the shotgun goes Parkerson again. Gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself into the end zone for a touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Blue Devils tie the score at 12 apiece.
Yeah, the blocking collapsed. He was able to just walk right over top of it into the end zone, Gary, for the touchdown.
6:42 to go in the third, and it's a tie ball game at 12 apiece. And now Jackson County a chance to take back the lead, and Gary, Jackson County's taking back the momentum.
Yeah, they have. You know, big fourth down play they converted on, and then get a penalty on top of that. So.
And here the 2-point conversion, Gary. They're going to go for 2 again.
Yeah, they've got their players on the field this time. You know, they had to take Parkerson off because of some blood on that last play. So this will be the original 2-point play here. See what they've got on this one.
And it looks like Burris is in the shotgun. He's rolling out. He's going to tuck it. Can he get in? He's going to toss it the last second, and it is good. It is complete, and it's a 2-point conversion, and it's now a 14-12 Jackson County lead back in 30 seconds.
At Hall Family Pharmacy, we are breaking the chain of large chain pharmacies. With our new local low-cost prescription program, this hometown pharmacy is meeting and beating chain pharmacy prices. We are excited to offer a full list of generic prescriptions starting as low as $3. To see if your prescription is offered at these new low costs, check the list on our website, hallfamilypharmacy.com, or give us a call today at either Hall Family Pharmacy location. Hall Family Pharmacy, breaking the chain of national chain pharmacies.
Gary, the Jackson County Blue Devils answer the Dragons as they come back and stick in the end zone and get the 2-point conversion. Now Jackson County has taken back the lead.
Yeah, they have 14-12, and that 2-point play, Gary, that just took way too long to develop. York got to be able to get a rush on him, stop that. He just rolled out to his left and kept stringing it out. Mayo could have ran in that even. Instead, the last second when the defense started drawing in, he flipped it underhanded to the receiver in the back of the end zone for the conversion.
And so now it's 14-12 Jackson County lead. 6:42 left to go in the third. We got a good run here. And you go back to that big pass play that they had, Gary. York's wide hawk he knocked that one down. York would have probably had the ball back.
Yeah, they would have, and it ended up being a big play in the drive.
And now a squib kick going to be taken at the 35 back up to the 41. And I believe that was Eli Kirby on the return and gets about a 6 on the carry.
Yeah, York in good field position again, though, Gary, starting at the 42-yard line here. So, good field position. They scored on the last drive pretty effectively. Let's see what they do with this.
York will come up now with a deficit to try to make up as there's 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. York will come up. It's Barger under center. Wing T formation. Got a man in motion in. Looks like Miller that time, Gary, and he's going to be wrapped up. Jackson County was ready for that one.
Yeah, they're going to probably make him at the line of scrimmage. No loss, although he got up a couple of yards back. And, yeah, they were ready for that play and collapsed the York line there, and no penetration, just wrapped him up.
So now it's going to be second and long for the Dragons with 6:09 to go in the third quarter. Season opener for these two teams. A lot of games going on tonight. Pekin County is hosting Dale tonight. So now the snap this one. It's going to be pitched at the last second to Gibson. Gibson trying to get outside or make that Miller. Miller tries to get outside, but he's going to be wrestled around. And that was real close to a horse collar on that one, Gary.
Yeah, it was. Dragging down by the shot to the shoulder pad. Good job by Miller, though. They had him boxed in. He still managed to get about 4 yards out of that, Gary, so it'll make it 3rd and 6.
Third and a little more manageable was 3rd and 6, and it's 3rd and long. It's going to be the Dragons need 6 yards on this one, and we got 5:45 to go in the third quarter. County on top by a deuce, and this one 14-12. Under center goes Barger. Got a man in motion. He's going to hand it off this time over the left side. Got some running. Miller's going to take to the outside. He's going to have one man. He's got to put his head down and run in. Number 34 going to bring it down, Gary, but not before he gets all the way to the 18-yard line of Jackson County.
Yeah, great run by Miller. You know, got the corner. They sealed the corner. He was able to get to it and had one man to beat. You know, good angle taken by the Jackson County defender to drag him down, you know, about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Calvin probably saved a touchdown there, Gary.
No doubt, he's the only man to beat and took the angle. I thought Thomas might stick his foot in the ground and turn that back in, see if he could get to the end zone.
I was kind of looking for him to maybe give a little stiff arm there. He didn't put an arm up on that. So we'll see now what they do here as under center goes Barger. And we got a flag on the play.
I think we got movement by York, maybe it.
I think you got to delay a game, Gary. I see the clock down here went to 0.
That's what they're calling delay a game.
And the new rule is now you have 40 seconds. You shouldn't get too many delay of games.
No, you shouldn't, and that clock's very visible there. So, you know, another one of those first game errors for York, you know, things you normally don't do here. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 23-yard line.
So York's got a 1st and 15, as Gary said, just under 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. York trailing by 2. And the handoff goes up the middle. This time to Cooper, and Cooper wrapped up. They read that one all the way.
They've got 10 men in the box, Gary. They've got 10 men within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage right now. York's got to come up with a play that's a pass play or something to get some space and, you know, get somebody one-on-one. You got a receiver lined up wide that's in man coverage. And, you know, you got to try something here. Maybe this isn't the time, but you got to come up with a play to try to create some space. They've tried a little option that hasn't worked tonight for the most part, and they've done it by getting some blocks.
Different formation this time. They hand it off up the middle to Big Ben again, and he gets a couple of yards, Gary, and that was a different formation for York on that one.
Yeah, that was more like a wishbone formation, and they gave it to the first man through, and no, only a couple out of that one, so it's going actually about 2, so it'll be 3rd and 13 from the 22.
So York needing a first down here. They've got it. They had it inside the red zone, but now we're back out of the red zone, and they got 3rd and long here. But, of course, you do have 2 downs to get this one. Down to 10 seconds. They got to get the snap off. Back in that wishbone formation. Now Jackson County, when you care enough to give the very best, you got a hallmark moment for the Jackson County Blue Devils as they give York 5 freebies right there.
Man, that's a big 5 yards. This is 2-down territory as well, Gary. So, you know, makes this 3rd and 8 a little more manageable.
Yeah, so York now gets a big break there as they were really wanting to rush that one, Gary, and the big guy in the middle just jumped offside. I believe that was number 58 that come off sides. That was Caleb Poole, I believe.
Well, you could see Barker kindly barked the signal and inflected that a little bit too, so good job by him.
Barger getting up under center now, got that 3-man backfield. Takes the snap and pitches it at the last second. That's going nowhere. That one's going to be dropped all the way back to where they got it a few minutes ago, Gary.
Yeah, it was. You know, that was meant to be an option type play, and, you know, Barker lucky to get that out of his hands to Stover, who really didn't get much of a gain out of it.
Gary, it does appear that Jackson County's getting a lot of rush. They're beating that line of York on the line, and that's where the difference in the game is.
Yeah, they have got, you know, 10 men up there. They are going to make York throw this football to beat them, and I'm not sure. We got something on the field here, so
I think some tape on the field. So there, I'm not knocking this, but why didn't the official pick that up?
Not real sure, but he did not, and
yeah, germaphobe, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Howie Mandel down there doing that.
Yeah.
Some of the calls, it could be. 3:15 left to go in the quarter. Now Barger rolling out. He's going to throw one out there. Got a man out there, and that one Oh, going to be incomplete as they were trying to get a interference call, as that looked like number 4 for the Dragons. Holdren. Zach was pointing at it. Zach, a member of our broadcast team, he works for the radio station. He was wanting a penalty on that. Said a guy had a hand on him. Looked like he was pretty close to, but that was a little overthrown.
A little overthrown, and tried to extend to make the catch, but that was, he's lucky to get a hand on it, Gary. And instead, York turns it over on down. Got to stand up on defense here.
3:08 left to go here in the third quarter, and it's a 14-12 Jackson County lead. And now the handoff this time right up the middle, getting through the first line, still on his feet. Going to pick up about 7 yards is the big guy. Wade Robbins just pulling his way, Gary, for about 6.
Yeah, nice strong run up the middle, and they're running a little power offense too at times, Gary, and just line up running him over the right side for about 6 yards on first down.
Robbins with a 6-yard run makes it a 2nd and short, 2nd and 4.
People will notice when we replay the broadcast, but they are taping this game with a drone tonight, and you'll see it behind the play maybe from our camera at times. So.
And now back in the shotgun goes quarterback. He'll throw this one out, and that one goes off the hand, almost caught by one of his own players, Gary. Went off the hand of the intended receiver, and 82 almost came up with it.
Yeah, that went off the hands of Whit Robbins and almost into the hands of number 82.
Austin Davis.
Austin Davis, and instead falls incomplete, so it's a big third down for York here.
That's one of those plays, Gary, when the coach sees that bounce through a player's hand, you start holding your breath and hoping that you don't have a defensive player close.
Yeah, you do, and York, nobody close enough on that one, Gary.
So now it's going to be 3rd and about 4. Burris under center. Burris going to roll out, rolling, gets a big rush. That was out wide open at the 42-yard line, brought down to the 44-yard line. And Gary, that was a good throw by the quarterback Burris, because he waited till he got the ball off just the last second and took the shot.
Yeah, they had 3 receivers lined up to the left, Gary, and they ran one into a pattern, and they had time. The quarterback Burris had time for number 82, Austin Davis, to work free in the seam, hitting for a first down.
And Gary, he took a shot after that too, and Burris, good job by the quarterback. Burris back in the shotgun again. They're going to hand it off this time to the big guy again, Robbins. He runs into one player, and we got a flag on the field. Gary, that's in the area usually of holding.
Looked like holding, and I believe it might be on number 58 there. He looked like he had a handful of jersey and got called for this one, so that's probably going to be a holding 10-yard penalty against Jackson County.
So that should back the Blue Devils up. Holding's the call, and that's going to back them up. But, Gary, you got to stop that pass play. Jackson County's throwing the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, and it's obvious when it's long yardage, they get into, they're going to throw the ball, and York's going to have to gear up. You're going to have to send blitz, do whatever. You got to get some pressure on the quarterback. That's something they're not doing.
It's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Blue Devils, right at the 35-yard line. Dragons got to stop here.
They got 3 receivers to the left again, Gary. You look for that same play.
And the snap's going to be a little low. Robbins rolling out. He's going to throw one out. Got a man out there too hard. That one way overthrown out of bounds, Gary.
Yeah, they ran the same version of that play. Ran Davis again on that little slant into the middle of the field, but sent the other receiver, number 84, which that's Eli
Clark.
Biggs, and they sent him,
Gage Clark.
Gage Clark sent him on a kind of a wheel route down the sideline, just overthrew him.
81 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Jackson County top 14-12. Jackson County now has got a 2nd and 20, though. Burris back in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Now he's going to throw back in the middle with a little screen. That's going to get about 8 of it back, so it's going to make it 3rd down and a dozen now for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it is, and, he took another hit there. York's getting to him just a little late, Ben Cooper on that hit. But what they did is they lined 3 receivers to the left again, ran a version of the same route, but the receivers didn't run a route. Instead, set up that little screen over to the right side and got about 8 yards out of it.
Dragons need to stop here as we head down toward the bottom of the third quarter. 45 seconds left to go in this quarter. Back in the shotgun, the snap to Burris. Burris going to roll. He's going to throw out there. He's got a man wide open, and he just, luckily for York, it went through the hands of number 84 because York's number 7, Jonah Durham, was way back off him, Gary, and he had an easy first down.
Actually, that was 82. That was Austin Davis. And he got a real good push on Durham as he made his cut, too. And unfortunately, that ball's overthrown, and they're going to have to punt.
And they're showing punt anyway as dropping back at the 30 is the punter. He'll take the high snap, get the punt off, and that's going to be a high hopper right to number 20.
That's
and
Hawks, number 30.
Hawks on number 30 gets all the way back up to the 45-yard line. Good job by White. 23.9 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. We're almost to the final frame of this one. York with a 2-point deficit, but they do have the football, and that was a good defensive stand by the Dragons, Gary. Helped out by the miscue by the Blue Devils.
It is, real nice play there, and got them in long yardage, and, they couldn't complete a couple of passes. You had a couple of guys maybe break free, just couldn't complete them. So they had to punt. York with a nice return and the ball here at the 42-yard line.
And the Dragons going to come up while Jackson County's got 9 men in the box. They're going to hand it off this time over the left side and still on his feet all the way to the 48-yard line.
I believe that's 25. That's
Gibson.
Gibson on the carry. So about 5 yards, 6 yards on first down. Gary, a good run.
Gibson gets a good run on the second down as that looks like it's going to be the end of the quarter. We're through 3 of them. We're headed to the final frame of this one, and it's a 2-point Jackson County lead. Back in 60 seconds.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Well, back here at Jackson County High School, we're heading into the final frame, folks. If you tuned into this one, it's been a situation where, Gary, both teams have scored a couple touchdowns. The difference is 1 2-point conversion by Jackson County.
It is, and they lead it going into the fourth quarter here in York, trying to get a drive going, Gary, to retake the lead.
2nd and 5 now for the Dragons. They got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Miller. Miller going to try to bounce the outside. He's going to have the first down and more. He's going to pick up about 12 on that. Now we got a flag late in this one.
Yeah, I think that was it was not a good play. It was a holding or a block, illegal block in the back.
And the thing about it was, Gary's on the far side of the play, not even where it was at.
It was well behind the play, too, and I seen a couple of guys running through, and one of them was Zach Holder, and I didn't see who the other one was, and I think one of them is going to get called for this, possibly.
Probably a block in the back or a hold, do you think?
They're actually looking at the they're getting ready to. The referee's going over to talk to Coach Derwin right here about this, so it may be on them. So no, it's on York. They're backing it up.
And the good thing is, Gary, it's not going to be about a 2-yard loss out, though. When you come back to it, it's going to be 2nd down with only a 2-yard loss from where the thing. They're going to call it. It's a taunting call. And
Yeah.
Gary, that's just not good. Good idea. And now it backs them all the way up. Now we're down back to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it is. And I seen Holdren ring through there and skipping, so I'm wondering if they called it on him.
And now the snap, going to hand it off up the middle. Big Ben still running. Big Ben's rambling. He's going to carry a couple all the way down the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Dragons.
Yeah, nice run by Ben. That goes for about 14 down to the 41-yard line, Gary, and it'll be 1st down Dragons. And, you know, he's able to break through the line, had clear sailing for about 10 yards. There's about 3 of them come to wrap him up, and a great run by Ben, 1st down York.
So Ben, and he comes up limping a little bit on that right leg. As now you got back under center goes Barger. Snap, they're going to hand it off to Stover. Stover almost drops it. It's up and they'll make that Miller on the carry. He gets to the 36, Gary, and he bobbled that one, almost dropped it.
Didn't get the handoff cleanly, Gary, and did bobble it. Able to corral it in, turned up the field, actually got about 5.5 on that one.
Yeah, so we'll take that even, but you want to hang on that football.
Nice job, by the offensive line, Gary. They're moving the Jackson County line right now.
Gibson and Miller at the wings. They're going to hand it off to Miller. This time he is hit Gary before as quick as he gets the ball, and they are just reading that off the thing, and they're coming through Wid Robbins. Nobody touched him.
No, he didn't, and able to wrap him up for only loss of about 3 on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 here, 3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line.
So York's got to get all the way down to about the 31 for the 1st down.
Yep, so,
And we're down to 15 seconds left to go here in the before the snap. We're down to 10:06 left to go in the ball game. York trying to take back the lead. York's going to have to get the snap off. We're down to 5 seconds. Now the snap, they're going to hand it off to Miller. Miller trying to bounce outside. He's going to head down the sideline. Gets ran out of bounds. It's going to be close to another 1st down.
I believe he got it. I believe he got 1st down inside the 30, Gary.
Yeah, it looks like he just got over the 30-yard line.
Jackson County, I believe, has got a player down here.
And it's 1st and 10. Yeah, we got a Blue Devil down on the play, and Gary.
And because of all the players, we can't see who that is.
And they're working maybe a cramp in this heat. That's one of the things about this heat, Gary. You're going to get a lot of cramping at this point. First, for a few games of the season as well. That's something you have to pretty much prepare for.
Yeah, it is. Can't really see much about it. Don't look like they're playing. He's laying down there, and we can see his legs. It ain't that. They're looking at the upper part of his body here, and like I said, don't have a clue who that is. They're going to help him up here.
And they're talking to him, so they're most likely
number 84. That is Gage Clark.
So Clark, the receiver. And Gary, they're talking to him. That's usually an indication maybe he may have a concussion. They're going through concussion protocol.
He seems to be all right, up and walking off okay. If he did take a hit to the head, they'll have to analyze him before he can come back in.
So we're got a 1st and 10 now. York at the 28-yard line, 27-yard line, I guess it is.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 27. York putting together a nice drive here, Gary.
What York has got to do here, though, Gary, if they score, they've got to get that 2-point conversion.
Well, not as much that. They've got to stop them on defense. There's still a lot of time playing this game.
Oh, yeah. And now it's going to be handed off this time to, it's going to be Barger on the keeper. Barger's got one man to beat, breaks that tackle, breaks another tackle, dives all the way up to about the 20-yard line. So a good run by Barger.
Got another one down, and that's number 14. And number 14 would be Jacob Calvin.
And he's grabbing his leg, Gary. Now that one looks like maybe a cramp.
That looks like that could be a cramp. He's grabbing the back of the leg there.
He is. I think he's going to have a cramp there. They're going to help him up, and It's
he's going to get back down.
he's going to lay down and stretch that out.
He wasn't ready to get up yet. They'll stretch that a little bit and then get him up.
Well, I'm going to tell you, my doctor told me that what you do for cramps, mustard. Take a big mouthful of mustard. I don't know if it works or not, but I ain't tried it. But I've heard that's our remedy of the day. We need to sponsor that by somebody.
The only cramps you got are stomach cramps.
That's true. I got brain cramps every once in a while, but I don't think nothing's going to help that.
But yeah, it is hot. It's early in the year, and surprised we hadn't had a little more of this, I guess.
That's one of the things about this early part of the season. You're going to get that under this heat, but luckily that's one of those things you can stretch out and that you can come back in the game. That's not an injury that's going to keep you from playing.
Yeah, you got to get that worked out, and it looks like they've got him up. That's a pretty bad one. He's hobbling off. It's going to take him a minute to get his legs under.
So he's going to come off, and he'll be helped off the field. So it's going to be now. It will be second and about 2, I believe, Gary, for the first down.
Yeah, and what a great drive by York there. Just running the ball, getting a couple of big gains, but just 3, 4, and 5 yards at a time, and they're moving it down the field here. And God, they're in great shape here. About 2nd and 3 from the 20, trying to go in and take the lead.
Are you surprised Barger running on that one, Gary, since he's coming off that injury?
Well, he's got to be a threat in this offense to run the ball, and that was probably a good time to run. I mean, hey, one-on-one, the pursuit come help make the tackle, but not before he got about 7 yards out of it.
So Barger will come up now with a 2nd and 2. Hands it off to Gibson, right side. Gibson cuts back inside. Gibson's going to get the first down and a little bit more, as it looks like he's going to get up to about the 15-yard line.
Good run by Gibson. Gibson's trying to fill a role here to be the Cole Cooper of last year. Cole was a big, strong runner between the tackles, and Gibson trying to be that for York this year, and that was a good, strong run.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 15-yard line. As it's going to be snapped, handed off up the middle to Cooper. Cooper's going to break through. He's got one man to beat, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons.
Nice play, nice run. Hole open nicely, Gary. He had one guy hanging on to him. Ben's big enough. You got to hit him low, and they had him around the arms, and you're not going to stop him. He just broke it, shedded that tackle right into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now, Gary, the 2-point conversion is going to be crucial because that'll make it a 6-point game, and both teams really not relying on a kicker here tonight.
No, they're not, and it is a big 2-point conversion here. And you got a couple of plays, and the first one didn't run it smoothly. Let's see what they got on this one.
And now they're going to hand it off this time to Miller. Miller going to bounce outside, and he's going to walk in for that one. Miller in for the 2-point conversion with 9:06 to play in the game. York takes a 20-14 lead. Back in 30 seconds.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
Well, we got 9:06 left to go here in the ball game, Gary. York's taking back the lead, but the Blue Devils have shown they can move the football. This game's far from over.
Yeah, they have shown they can move the ball, and what a great 2-point play by York there. And we was talking about the handoff out of the wing team went to Miller. They got the perfect ball because they had him one-on-one, and then Aaron Talent just come and he completely erased that guy, and Miller able to trot into the end zone easily for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Miller could have took an order at McDonald's and got in on that one because he was wide open. And now it's going to be kicking off for the Dragons. It's going to be Caden Stover going to kick off this time. Stover going to kick this one in. Stover pounds that one all the way back to the 9-yard line. And back comes the Blue Devils on the return, and they got a good return on. They're going to get back up to the 32-yard line. But, Gary, that was a heck of a kick by the freshman.
Yeah, nice kick. Had to go all the way back inside the 10 to field that, but got a couple of lanes to run through, moved it out to the 32-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Jackson County. York scored, took the lead here, Gary. Let's see if that momentum can carry over this side of the ball. They got stopped the last time, so looking for another one here.
And, of course, they were helped out on that penalty the last time, too. So now York really has got to stop this passing attack of the Blue Devils. They've just been throwing the ball pretty much around the field anywhere.
Yeah, they're just trying to get in space and, done a good job of it so far.
So now it will be back in the shotgun comes Burris. Timeout called by the Blue Devils. Timeout on the field, just under 9 minutes to go in this one, and it is a 20-14 York lead.
Twin Lakes has an award-winning gig-certified fiber broadband network, providing superior solutions that allow local businesses to compete on a superior level. With speeds up to 1 gig, 1,000 megabits per second, you'll have the connection your business needs to be successful. You'll have capacity for cloud-based solutions, video conferencing, and IP phone systems, allowing your people to do what they do best. All speeds are synchronous, making the upload speed just as fast as the download speed. Twin Lakes is here to keep your business totally connected. Call them today at 800-644-8582 for customized solutions to enhance your business.
Just under 9 minutes left to go in this one, Gary. York on top now 20-16.
Yeah, Jackson County taking a first down on, timeout on first down here. Come out, York had the play call, and they had to take the timeout. And so we're going to line up first down again. So we'll see what happens. And
that leaves them only a couple timeouts left.
Yeah, they have 2. Of course, York's got all 3 of theirs here. So, having to burn one, that's a good thing.
So back up now will come Burris. He's got 3 out wide to the right, 1 to the left, and he looks now. He's looking to throw deep. He's going to check. That one just hangs up there, and it's going to be called. Great play there by number 82. Coming down with that one, and Gary, that time he was helped out by Barger slipping. Had Barger not slipped, he looked like he might have got that one and picked that one off.
Yeah, Barger had that one, Gary, and he slipped and still about got a hand on it. Yeah, his hand in there just wasn't able to knock it away.
So that's going to be a first down for the Blue Devils just inside their own territory. They've got to see Burris throwing on that one. That one, not one of Burris's better throws, but it was connected. Now the snap. They're going to give the quick pass to number 82, and he's going to be hit from behind. And now we got a flag in behind the play, so we'll see what the call is.
That thrown by the umpire. That might have been holding, Gary.
That's what I say it's in that vicinity.
Yeah, that looks like that'll be holding maybe on Jackson County, and this will back them up.
And that's the call. Like you said, it was right in that line. That's usually what you get when you get that flag thrown in there. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
It's generally pretty obvious when the umpire hits you in the back with his flag. And that's what he did there. So, it'll be a penalty for holding against Jackson County. This will move it back to the should move back to the 39-yard line. Looks like they're marking it on the 41-yard line.
I think they called the hold a little bit past the line of scrimmage. So we'll see now what that does for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils have got it first and 20. As back in the shotgun, we'll go Burris. Burris, the snap's low. York's got to get a rush on him. Nobody getting after him. Now they're finally getting after him. And he gets around 1. He's back up to the 40. And York pushed out of bounds. Now we're going to flag on York. York with a late hit. And
that was Johan West. Hit him well out of bounds. That'll be an automatic first down, 10-yard penalty. So that's a big break for Jackson County.
The Blue Devils going to get the ball, get a first down on that one as Johan couldn't stop his momentum, crashed into him, Gary, and actually it should have been even a bigger loss than that, but a good job by the quarterback, Burris, to pick that ball up and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, it was, and able to scramble out to his right here towards the sideline on our side, and got all he could, got out of bounds, then got hit too. So this is going to move it back into York territory.
Yeah, right about the 45-yard line. It should be a automatic first down, I believe.
It will be. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45.
Not a heads-up play by the Dragons on that one as they get the penalty hit out, late hit out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 45 of York.
Yeah, so a big play there. York got stiffened up now.
Burris back in the shotgun, and now we've got a whistle here. It's going to be. Is it not?
Personal foul should be automatic first down. So he's wrong on that, I believe.
I think you're right. I believe he's wrong on that one.
Yeah, so he signaled personal foul, I thought. So that's obvious why it was. His late hit out of bounds.
Well, they're going to back it up and say it's going to be 2nd and 5. I don't think that's right, but
Jackson County don't seem to be questioning that. So it wouldn't have been a first down with the penalty. So it.
As it's going to be Burris in the shotgun. Burris waiting, and now Burris backing up, and I don't think now they're going to start the play clock. Burris in the shotgun. Burris gets the snap, hands it off up the middle, and that's going to be close to a first down for the Blue Devils as he's going to get to the 41, going to be about a yard short.
Gibson Cooper on the tackle there, but still stumbled forward about 4 yards, like you said. Be 3rd down actually in less than 1 here.
So the Blue Devils have 7:50 left to go here in the quarter to get this one in, and if they can get a score and get the extra point, they take the lead, and they're taking a lot of time off the clock too, Gary.
Yeah, and that's by design, Gary. They're being very deliberate here, working the play clock down, and they're not going to give York much of a chance if they do score.
There's a low snap, and York is going to get on it.
Actually, he got back on it barely, but York all around it just couldn't come up with it.
But that's going to bring up a 4th down, so that's a big play.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and about almost 5 from the 45-yard line here, and it's a huge play for York.
York now needs to get a stop here and get the ball and maybe run this clock out themselves. York can take the football back. They can run the clock out, Gary, and slip out of here with a victory.
Yeah, looking to make the play right here. This could be play of the game right here for York.
Back in the shotgun goes Burris. Burris gets a snap. Now got a man out there. God, that's great play by Johan West. Johan got a hand up there, Gary, and got maybe a piece of the ball. And number 84 couldn't hang on to it, Gage Clark. And that's going to give it back to the Dragons with 6:51 left to go. And the Dragons need some first downs here.
I don't believe West got a hand on that, but what he did is he broke the concentration of the receiver, Clark, and Clark hit him in the hands and bounced away.
That's 2 they've dropped tonight that could have been first downs, big first downs.
Yeah,
here.
That's a huge play here. York, 6:41 left, or 6:51 here to go in the game. Got 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. Another drive here should put them in pretty good shape, Gary.
If they can drive here and put it in the end zone, this game could be over. But here come the Dragons. You've got Barger under center. He's going to hand it off to Big Ben up the middle. Big Ben breaks free. Big Ben still on his feet, rumbling down to the 30, all the way down the 20-yard line. And he was ran down from behind, but a big run by Big Ben.
Yeah, great run by Cooper. There was a huge hole opened up there through the A-gap between the center and the guard, Gary, and Cooper ran through it, and he was in daylight for a while. But, Ben's a fullback, and some of the faster guys, some of the defensive backs able to chase him down and make the tackle there.
6.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game. York on top 20-14. And we want to apologize, folks watching this that may have been listening to the radio on Friday night. Did have some trouble with our equipment here. Not a lot of cell service here, Gary.
No, there's not. Actually, my phone doesn't have service at all. So.
And you're going to call a timeout right before the clock runs out. Timeout on the field. 6:08 left to go in the game. York with the timeout and a lead of 20-14 back in 30 seconds.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilize, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
Well, Gary, York had to take a timeout just before the clock expired on that one, and now it's going to be for them a 1st and 10 at the 20 of Jackson County, just inside the red zone. This is where York needs to eat a little clock and punch it in.
Yeah, they do. You know, time to, just keep running the ball. I mean, you can't help if you get 30 yards on the first play you run because you ran it up the middle. If you do that and score, that's fine, but you still want to do what you've done well here in the second half, which is run the ball between the tackles.
Barger under center. Barger takes the snap, hands it off to Miller. Miller going to be chopped down after about a yard. Good hit there by big number 58 coming in there, Caleb Poole, to knock him down.
Yeah, Miller trying to get loose around the left end there. Just nothing happening on that one.
Kind of a dangerous play, but Gary, the way they're overplaying this wing, Barger makes a little bootleg out. He's going to be wide open on that far side.
Well, we've seen that work. I think they're trying not to run him a whole lot, Gary. So, that's going to be a specialty type play. Get him maybe in space.
Barger under center. Takes the snap. He rolls out. He's going to throw a quick out this time, and not able to come up with it is Miller. And that pass just a little bit behind Miller. Gary, he'd had to make a great catch to come up with that one.
Yeah, he would have. That ball behind him, able to get a hand on it, just couldn't pull it in too far behind him, Gary. That's a hard catch when you have all your momentum going forward and you try to just stop and reach back.
5:22 left to go, and here's a big play for York, Gary. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line. This is 2-down territory for York as well. So look for a little bit of snap count here. See if they can draw Jackson County offside.
Barger getting under center. He's got Miller and Gibson. He's going to roll out, and he's going to be brought down. Going to be about a loss of a yard, Gary. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and this one is going to be now 4th and 10.
Yeah, it's a loss of about 2, so that, loss of 1, I guess. So it'll be 4th and 10 from the 20, and we're bringing in Johan West, I think, to try a field goal here. Didn't think he'd be kicking tonight. So.
We'll see what Johan can do here. Johan, he has that right leg quad pull. We'll see what he does here. He's going to try a 38-yarder here. Johan West with a 38-yarder to give York a lead. And that one's going to be way short. That one's going to be off. And Jackson County going to take it over, Gary. And that one, you could see the Blue Devils had that one pretty well blocked.
Yeah, they did, and the kicks have been slow developing tonight for York. Both of them they attempted, Gary. So, you got to improve that timing over the next week. They got a lot of things to work on. That'll be another one to add to the list.
Blue Devils got 4:31 left to go, Gary, and they're only down by 6. A touchdown and an extra point, and they take the lead.
Yeah, and they've hit some big plays, Gary. They've hit a big play on several drives, so it's going to be up to York to stop them here and, turn them back.
Burris has got to go 80 yards for the touchdown. Snap back to Burris. He's rolling out. He's got a man up the middle, and that one's just overthrown, and York got away with one there, Gary, because Calvin had set up at the 30-yard line, and he was wide open.
Yeah, actually that.
Or Jacob Calvin.
Yeah, Jacob Calvin on the route. He worked that seam. They've worked that seam all night long and got got their guys open and just overthrown on that one by Burris.
2nd down and 10 now for the Blue Devils. 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. York on top 20-14. And back in the shotgun goes Burris. Burris going to take the snap. He's looking downfield again. Takes it across the middle, and that one's going to be dropped again. And Gary, number 84, Clark, has had a tough night. He's dropped some big passes.
He has, you know, and there's not much space there on that one, Gary. That might have been a big factor in the couple of these plays. And some York defenders around the ball there.
So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 for Jackson County. Big play here for York. 4:22 left to go in the ball game. York on top, 20-14. Snap back. Here comes a rush from York, and they're going to sack him as the ball's down on the ground, and I believe should be. They're looking at it. I don't know what. Gary, York seems to think it's a fumble, but
they're talking. The side judge coming in here and calling it incomplete.
And Gary, he got hit hard, and
no, they're still talking about it. I thought they signaled incomplete, but they're talking about this. So this is a huge outcome right here.
York.
It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, York with a good rush that time. Gary hit the quarterback.
Well, they brought the blitz. They brought Cooper on the blitz off the corner, Gary, and he missed. But, you know, I believe it might have been Aaron Talent there to clean that up. I'm not sure who it was, but there's somebody there to lay the hit.
Either way, it's a 4th and 10, and they're going to punt it away. They need to watch for the fake here.
They stopped York kind of the last time after the first big run, so they're looking to make a stop here.
And they get the snap, and the punt's off, and that one's going to be a line driver, and it'll go down, and Barger will pick it up on the run. Now Barger going to make a move, tries to make another move. He's going to be brought down the 43-yard line, and Gary Barger doing some dancing out there, but he was cut down after about a 4 or 5 yard return.
Yeah, dangerous. He actually let that ball bounce twice before he picked it up. You know, if you're going to do that, pick it up on the first bounce. But trying to deke the defender a little bit and able to get past him. But, you know, they had defenders coming up the other side that were able to clean that up and chase Barger down. But York got it at the 43-yard line here.
Gary, for Jackson County now, it's got to be a 3 and out for them because they're down to 4 minutes. And York can run probably about a minute and a half, 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, they can. And York's going to run power football here between the tackles and see if they can get a first down.
Well, they're going to give it off to Gibson. Gibson going to bounce outside. Gibson still on his feet. It goes all the way down to the 41-yard line. That was a good play by the Dragons as they get a big chunk of it right there. Gary get down into Blue Devil territory.
Yeah, that was a good run. You know, that went off tackle, Gary, and he was able to bounce, Gibson able to bounce that outside to help with a couple of blocks there and made that into a huge run and actually got 15 yards on that one. So a great run by Gibson.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 42-yard line. Under center goes Barger. Got a man in motion. Hands it off to Cooper up the middle. Cooper gets down below a couple of players. Gary gets to the 35-yard line. That time he kind of submarined his way in.
Yeah, he did. Comes up hobbling a little bit, but got it down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3.
So now York just eating the clock, Gary, and that's the thing now. The clock keeps ticking. Jackson County had to burn the timeout earlier, so that's one thing they don't have as well.
Yeah, they on 2 timeouts. This going under 3 minutes right here, Gary. So, you know, York in great position, 2nd short yardage. So trying to get a first down or 2 here and get out of here with a win.
So they're taking it down now. We're down to 6 seconds on the play clock. Now they'll take the snap. Hand out to Gibson. Gibson cuts inside. Gibson breaks a tackle. Gibson's going to head to the house for a touchdown, Dragons.
nice play, nice developing play, and got a couple of blocks there. Didn't see who it was. It was the right guard and right tackle. They opened the hole, and nobody really touched him after that, Gary. He just found his way to the end zone.
2:39. I think, that's the first score of the night for Gibson, I believe.
Yeah, it's his first touchdown on the night. So, great play, great design, great blocking. Execution was good. It led to a touchdown for the Dragons.
So 2:39 left to go in this one, and the Dragons take a lead now of a dozen. And they'll try the extra point here. Neither team kicking the ball for extra points tonight, as our kicker, both kickers. Not good. Now York will bring it over the left side, and that one's going to be stopped. Not going to get in is Thomas Miller. So Miller doesn't get in, but with 2:39 left to go, York takes a 2-touchdown lead in this one. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions, like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck, en route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Well, Gary, the Dragons now have a 2-score lead, and with 2:39, it's really an uphill battle for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it is. Got to go quick here, and York done a good job the last couple of drives. One play in the second half, really. Two plays. They did score a touchdown, but, 2 plays went for big yardage. Other than that, York's done a good job keeping them in check.
So 2:39 left to play in this one, and York with the lead of 26-14. And it will be to kick it off. Stover will kick it off again. Stover hit a boom the first time. This time it's another good one. Going to be taking it about the 20-yard line. The ball's picked up, and the guy's on the return now. He's got a one-man to beat. He's headed out the sideline, and he's going to get up over the 50 to the 46 of York. Good return.
Yeah,
by number 10, Birdwell.
That's what happens sometimes when the kick returner fumbles the ball forward and the guy that picks it up actually bobbles it too, and the defense is pursuing that lane, and he has time to bounce outside just a little bit and got a huge return out of that.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Blue Devils. They need 2 scores, and they got 2.5 minutes to get there.
We got a York player down over here. Got a cramp. Can't see who it is, but they're trying to work on that to get that cramp out.
So we got a cramp and a York player on the field. So let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
The player didn't get the number, Gary. Did you see who the number was that went out?
I did not.
And who was that went out, Anthony? Number 4, Holdren went out.
Yes.
Hopefully Zach Holdren going out, and hope he's all right as he, I think, just cramped up a little bit. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Jackson County with the ball. They've got 4 over here to the right side. They got man moving, and big number 58, Gary, was moving all the way before that one got started.
Yeah, and that was a pass play, and obviously they're going to get them for movement, back them up 5 yards. The receivers just stood there and didn't run their route. Actually, a York player broke through and got a little shove. I believe that was Bean Cooper. Got a little shove in on the quarterback Burris there before they actually blew the whistle dead.
That looked like they were trying to set up that little screen over here, get out here. They had a big lineman over here to lead the way, but instead they got a penalty. Now they're backed up 5 yards, and it will be for York or for Jackson County now. 1st and 15. York trying to pick up their first win of the season. Don't forget, next week we'll be at Oneida. Hopefully we'll have much better reception there. Long pass almost picked off by York.
Yeah, that was Ben Cooper got a hand on that, Gary, and knocked it up in the air. Almost was caught by the receiver from Jackson County, 84. I believe that's Davis or Clark.
Clark again.
Yeah, Gage Clark about come up with the catch on that one.
So 2:26 left to go. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson County in desperation mode now. York on top by a dozen. Don't forget, coming up at the end of the game, we'll have the Progressive post-game show. And they drop back. Now the quarterback, Burris, going to take off with it. Burris up to the 50. He gets across, gets over to the 40. And that was close to a late hit by York.
Yeah.
As Cooper come up and put a hit on him late on that one, Gary. I'm surprised he didn't get a rag on the play.
Jackson County wondering where it's at. Didn't get a call, though. So, first down, Jackson County.
Blue Devils going no huddle. They'll come up. It'll be Burris taking the snap. Low snap. He'll throw one out quickly. And York's got this one read well. He's going to be tripped up. Good job over there, I believe, by Gibson to just toe tackle him on that one.
Yeah, barely got him enough to trip him up, but he's down now. I'm not sure what the problem is there, but gain of about 4 on that. So we got an injury timeout.
And it's going to be enough for a first down, so we'll see. And judging from where they're doing, Gary, it looks like another crown.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Actually, I don't think they got the sticks reset, Gary. It would be 2nd and 4.
No, they're moving them now. They're resetting them now. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Jackson County. They just got enough, about a yard more than what they needed.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, but they've only got $1:51 left to go in this one.
Yeah, down on the 36-yard line. Need to score quickly and
try the onside kick.
Try the onside kick, see what happens. But York don't try to stop them, keep them from scoring here.
York waiting on that. Now, I didn't see who went down. Do you know what the number is?
I can't get a number yet. I'm trying. And
I'm thinking it may have been Clark, but I don't see any.
I think it was him. He didn't get up after the tackle. The umpire and the referee kind of blocking me off here, so I can't see the number.
1:51 left to go in this one, and I want to apologize once again. Had some problems with our radio broadcast of this one, but we are bringing you the coverage of this one. And they're still working on this young man down there. Let's take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back in just a moment for the rest of
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joey Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our York football team.
Gary, I think that was Davis, you said, coming off the field, and he seems to be okay. Good for that young man. They'll need him next week. I'm not sure who Jackson County has next week, but they've got to bounce back from this one regardless how this one turns out.
Yeah, he was the receiver on that play. He didn't get up after the catch, so made about a 4-yard catch for a first down, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Jackson County here.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Got 1:51 to play. They've got 36 yards to cut this to a one-possession game. Snap back to Burris. Burris going to throw that one out. Got a man out there. Can't hang on to it, though. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was intended for number 14 for Jackson County, and number 14 is Jacob Calvin. Johan West about there to make the play, though.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 10. As we said, coming up on Friday, we'll be out at Oneida High School. That should be a heck of a ball game. The Indians come back with the number 8 ranked team in the state coming into the season. They were preseason pick number 8 in the state in their division, so that's going to be a tough ball game next week. Has the ball snapped back. It's going to be Burris. Burris going to throw it downfield. Intercepted. Picked off by Johan West. Johan making up for that late hit earlier. Gary comes away with it, and that's going to seal the deal there.
Yeah, I believe that'll end it. Meet 32, Jackson County with 2 timeouts, but he threw that ball right to West, and West just staying there, able to pick it off, right back upfield about 5 yards, and before he was tackled. But York in the driver's seat here with a minute 32 to go.
The Dragons going to pick up win number 1 of the season as they're going to knock off the Blue Devils here tonight. They lead 26-14. Unless some miracle happens for the Blue Devils, they're going to lose their season opener, and they're going to have to regroup and get back underway. And, Gary, you have to think York's going to look a little different next week after Barger's had some time to get some practices in and such.
Well, yeah, you would think so, and, trying to, shake off some rust, as you say, maybe put a few more pass plays into the game plan for next week. And that was Cooper on first down there for no gain, but Jackson County calls timeout quickly.
And they've got, one timeout left, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
One timeout left, so if they take it on the next play and York goes 3 and out, gonna have roughly a little over a minute, no, a little less than a minute, sorry, for Jackson County to get the ball back.
So we'll see what York does here as we got a timeout on the field. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back. So it's going to be second down and about 9 for the Dragons, Gary. And like you said, if York can get a first down here, of course, it will be over with. But York really, a couple more plays, it's going to be under a minute before they get the ball back, and needing 2 scores. That's a big uphill battle.
50 seconds at best, Gary, knows what they're going to have left if York goes 3 and out here.
So now we got Gibson in motion. They're going to get Cooper up the middle. There's going to be your first down. Cooper's got more. He's all the way up to the 49-yard line. And now, Gary, the Dragons can do their best victory formation and line up and take the knee.
Yeah, he punished, number 4, Brady Anderson, on that one, who made the tackle with a little help from number 3, Will Flanagan. So, they combined on that tackle, but he's a big load, and he made both those guys pay for it.
Jackson County not going to take a timeout now because all York has to do is kneel on it.
Yeah, we should see the victory formation here, so let's see.
Actually, we don't sit there. Set up in their regular formation. And they're going to hand it off to Cooper up the middle. Cooper's going to break a tackle. Cooper's still on his feet. All the way down to the 25-yard line. And, Gary, that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. And once they set the chains, it's going to start the clock, and it's not going to be much time left.
No.
Actually, they're going to start right now. So.
Yeah, going to try to run this out. Got one play here, and, Barger over here on the sideline just getting the play call. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's got 18 seconds to get or 15 seconds to get the snap off now.
Yeah, so I'm sure they're lining up victory formation here. They're going to snap this and get out, hopefully.
York going to escape this one with a win here tonight. Now they're going to call a timeout with 12.4 seconds to go. York takes a timeout. And
they're just, I'm hoping they won't take 30 seconds here. They'll just snap the ball. Delay of game's actually the call, Gary.
Okay,
so it'll be a penalty against York.
Back York up with 12.4 seconds to go. York will just have to snap the ball, and that'll be your ball game pretty much, as got 12 seconds to go in this one.
They're not even going to make them snap it. So they start the clock. They'll run it out.
So that's going to do it. The York Dragons are going to open up the season, the 2019 campaign, with a 26-14 win. We'll take a 2-minute break. and we'll be back for the Progressive post-game show.
Looking for home security from a local company? Take a look at Twin Lakes and you'll find peace of mind when you're away and options to keep your loved ones safe when you're at home. Make the switch to Twin Lakes Security today and we'll give you not 1, not 2, but 3 months of free monitoring. You can lock and unlock doors, control lighting and thermostats, and even detect flooding. Plus, you'll receive text and email notifications so you'll know things are secure. For more information and a free quote, call 931-528-2005 or 931-476-2151 today. TN certain number C-0026.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Lefty's going to keep it. It's going to be, he gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the 2018 football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
Back here at Jackson County High School, Gary, York tonight, not a thing of beauty, but a win's a win.
It is, played better in the second half. Gary still give up a couple of big plays, and but played better, gave up a touchdown, midway through the third quarter, but played really great defensive football from that point on. Only one play, of any significant yardage. So, a good job out of the Dragons defense in the second half, and the offense clicked in too and started moving the ball. And that short football to wear down the opponent. And in the first half, they was almost 2-1 behind time of possession. I'm sure that evened up a lot here.
We'll have the final stats here in just a moment. We'll welcome you to the Progressive Postgame Show brought to you by Progressive Savings Bank. We'll take a time out from Progressive Savings, and then we'll be back.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here where, Gary, the Dragons come away with a 26-14 win. Take a look at some of the stats from this first one.
Yeah, I will. I think we got Coach Derwin Wright making his way up here, Gary, so I'll go through a few. I can go through the scoring first. You know, Jackson County opened the scoring. It was Cole Parkerson for 4 yards out. The 2-point play failed. It was 6-0. Less than 2 minutes later, it was Thomas Miller from 40 yards out. The kick was blocked, so it was 6-6. In the third quarter, it was Thomas Miller from 17 yards out. The 2-point conversion failed. It was 12-6 short. Jackson County turns right back around 2.5 minutes. It was Cole Parkerson again on the 2-yard run, and they complete the 2-yard pass, or the 2-point pass from Parkerson to Eli Burris, put them ahead 14-12, and then the fourth quarter it was all York. First it was Ben Gibson from 15 yards out, and Thomas Miller completed the 2-point play in 9 plays, 58 yards, 3 minutes, 17 seconds. It was 20-14. And then Zach Gibson from 35 yards out, and the rush failed and made final score 26-14.
Well, Coach Derwin Wright's coming up now. We'll take a quick 30-second break here on the Progressive Postgame Show. We'll be back to talk with Coach Wright right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here at Jackson County High School. Join me now, Coach Derwin Wright. And, Coach, it wasn't pretty, but it's better to have a ugly victory than a pretty loss, I guess.
Yeah. Conditioning. Hands on hips first half. Just not executing. First drive, get down there, inch line. Don't execute, end up fumbling it. We're very lucky we come out with a win tonight. I think, one thing I can get the guys more prepared as far as conditioning-wise, and we were just able to survive in the end. And Ben Cooper had a great night running at fullback. We had some guys go down, hydration and stuff. Edward Stockton, who's the left guard, and we ended up having to move Aaron Talent to left guard and brought Homer York in at tackle, and just tickled to death with the job those two guys did, because we run behind them the rest of the night. And they just did a great job. It was a great job. Homer ready, he's been a backup for us for about 2 years, and when he got called on tonight, he knew what he's doing. I'm proud of him.
Coach, you're always just one play away from being in the ball game.
Well, you've got to do a lot of things right, and again, the secondary at one point was kind of a thorn in the side. We didn't get enough pass rush, but they made some adjustments during the game. Our guys did, and we were able to handle some things better. We've had some guys injured, so you saw a lot of different people coming in and rotating positions and everything, and we're just trying to get our identity right now and get guys in the right spots. And they took advantage of some things on us. I take off. They did a great job on their side, on the offensive side. Offensively, we had some big plays. Thomas Miller got loose a couple times for us, and we come in the game not thinking we'd have him. Without him, we wouldn't probably won this game tonight. So, we just got to get some guys back well and get 100%.
Coach, it was good to get Barger back in the game.
It was. He got cleared actually yesterday. He's one that come to practice, and he's been out there watching, paying attention, and it was a big night for him. Jonah Durham, who's been working him and Isaiah Strong at the quarterback spot. We're going to keep working Jonah there behind Barge, and those guys are going to compete, because it's not a settled job yet. But Isaiah Strong's got awesome hands. I mean, he's going to catch everything you throw to him, and we've got to take advantage of that weapon. We've got to get the ball in those guys' hands more out on the perimeter. because we're not going to win night after night just trying to go at people.
Coach, tonight, the win, though, it's good to start the season with a win, regardless of it not being one of the most pretty wins of all time.
Oh, that was a huge game for us. I said that was kind of a come into grown-up game for this bunch of seniors. I told them the first week of practice, the only thing I saw that they was going to have to work on is they was going to have to get the toughness and mentality that a few of our seniors last year had. You know, you take Landry Clefview. He's not coming off the field. He's one of those kids. Him and Cole Cooper and there were several of those guys that they're gonna play through pain, and you got to know the difference between pain and injury. And I called on them at half. I said, who's going to step up and be those guys for us this year? That when it's tough, you get excited about it. You want to compete. You're not going to drop your head. You're not going to put your hands on your hips. And I said, right now at the half, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips. I'm seeing a lot of heads drop. That's not what it's about. It's show the character in a person and in a player. When it's easy, that's easy. But when you're having to fight every play and scrap for everything, the character of those two kids is going to come out. And it's that guy that's going to be there in the fourth quarter that's still blocking and busting his butt. And that's what we're looking for. If we're going to have a good football team, we've got to do that. And we had a period in this game where those heads dropped and those hands went down, and and that's not a good sign. And that we've got to fix.
Coach, you got the preseason number 8 team in the state in their division next week.
Absolutely.
And Oneida's a tough place to go and win. We found that out last year, and they're going to be looking for some head hunting in this one because they've got a chip on their shoulder from last year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Last year was kind of a game like this. They got up on us, and we went in half and got with it and come back out in the second half and was able to get something going. But we're going to have one of our best games, and we're going to have to play extremely well to beat that team. The one plus we've got out of it is, and it's not a plus, it's a negative. I hate to even, but one of their best players, their quarterback, torn ACL in the middle of basketball season, and they're not going to have him all season. And bless him because he's worked his butt off. And you just hate to see that. I got a stepson that lost his whole senior year in basketball with an ACL injury, and you hate to see kids work so hard and lose that. But so they've been like us. They've been working those 2s and 3s, and they're going to have him ready. Tony Lambert and that group, they do a good job. So we know that that's going to go in. That's going to be one of our definite toughest 2 to 3 ball games of the season.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Congratulations on a big win here over Jackson County. We'll be looking forward to talking to you on Monday on the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show.
Thank you, Gary.
And that was Coach Derwin Wright. Let's take another quick timeout from Progressive Savings Bank, and we'll be back on the Progressive Postgame Show and wrap it up right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Well, join me now, Gary Hall again. And Gary, good game for York, a big win, tough win, and that's a good way to break a team in for the start of the season.
Yeah, it is, Gary. It was a tough win, and the York teams of last year that wore people down didn't wear Jackson County down as much tonight. You saw it at the end. York running, was able to get the first man through, get the fullback for some big runs there at the end, and that they were wore out by that point. But next week's going to be a huge challenge because they beat Oneida because they wore them down in the third quarter and then beat them in the fourth quarter last year. And You know, got to be able to do that again. And Oneida will be ready for York to come in next week.
Oneida's got a good team as well, so we look forward to that one. And, Gary, any other stats really jump out at you here tonight?
Well, I gave the scoring before Coach Wright come up. Let's just do some individual stuff real quick. You know, York actually 45 carries for 405 yards. That was 9 yards a carry, Gary, so they really turned it on in the second half. Jackson County 28 carries, 87 yards. York 1 of 4 through the air for 13 yards. Jackson County 17 of 33 through the air, 206 yards, 1 interception. York outgained them 418 to 293, but lost the time of possession 26:03 to 21:57. The other thing was penalties. There were 12 accepted penalties in the game tonight, 6 for each team. You know, York 45 yards in penalties, Jackson County 37 yards in penalties. Individually for York, Thomas Miller, 17 carries, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ben Cooper, 15 carries, 150 yards and a touchdown. Gibson almost has joined them in the 100-yard club, 8 carries, 96 yards and a touchdown. Barger carried 2 times for 6, and Caden Stover carried 2 times for -9. Isaiah Strong 1 carry for nothing. Barger 1 of 4 through the air for 13 yards, completed that to Thomas Miller. For Jackson County, it was Wid Robbins, 15 carries, 42 yards. Eli Burris, 4 carries, 28 yards, and Cole Parkerson, 9 carries for 17 yards. Burris, 17 of 33 through the air, 206 yards, the 1 interception. And then they were led in receiving. Justin Davis, 5 catches, 76 yards. Gabe Clark, 4 for 43. Cole Parkerson, 4 for 41. Jacob Calvin, 3 for 40. And Wid Robbins, 1 carry, 6 yards. And for York, the top tacklers on the night was Zach Gibson, had 7 solos, 3 assists for 10 total. Ben Cooper, 4 solos, 6 assists for 10 total. And Johan West, 4 solos, 5 assists. He had 9 tackles on the night.
So York wins it here tonight, 26-14. They open up their season with a huge win. Thank you for joining us for the Progressive postgame show. It's time now for the Halls Family Pharmacy, Hall Sports and Outdoors. Player of the game, we'll have that right after this.
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. We are proud to sponsor this broadcast Player of the Game. Be a part of the winning team. Halls is proud to be this area's #1 pharmacy, and now you may visit our expansion in downtown Jamestown for all things sports and outdoors and a
Gary,
complete line of sports
have you
medicine
figured,
equipment.
who our player of the game is going to be tonight?
Yeah, you know, got a couple of choices, but I think I'm going to go with Ben Cooper. You know, he when they got the touchdown, got ahead, between him and Zach Gibson, they helped control the time of possession and the clock. And, you know, Thomas Miller had a big night running the ball. You considered him. But we're going to go with Ben Cooper, 15 carries, 150 yards, 1 touchdown on the night. And then on defense, he had 10 total tackles, tied for the team lead as well. So an all-around great performance by Ben Cooper tonight. He'll be our player of the game.
Big Ben stepping up in time for the player of the game, brought to you by Hall's Family Pharmacy and Hall's Sports and Outdoors. We thank Philip and all the guys at Hall's for that. And that's going to wrap it up for us from here tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on CLTV. Hopefully this next week we will be able to get on the radio as well. We had a really tough time tonight, but we'll hopefully have better luck as we head over to Oneida on Friday night. Until then, for 15104 Sports, I'm Gary Clark for Gary Hall. See you at the game.